right, our next comedian coming to the stage is a very funny gentleman. He reminds me of like all the members of the Muppet Band put together, but in the best possible way. Please give it up for Chase Goodwin, everybody.
So I want more applause. One, because I'm nervous, but also just because I've enjoyed hearing everybody do stand-up. So if we could just one more little. Oh yes, good. I really enjoyed hearing everyone do stand-up because, like, I live with Jim, and he came home last night with vomit on his hands, and I was like, Jim doesn't drink. He's also not known to, like, sculpt with vomit. So now, like, I know, and I feel filled in. I don't have any Sibs in the audience. Not a good idea. All the Sibs are insane in their own right. My brother Dylan, I didn't bring him because he doesn't have many hobbies. Like, a productive day for him is, like, every day before school, I'd wake up and I'd be like, hey, Dylan, and he'd be like in one of those game rockers that puts you in the least flattering angle to be seen, and he's doing that, and he's got no shirt, and he's playing Skyrim, and he's just like, have a good day at school, Chase, and I would come back, and he'd be in the same position, but like a little sweatier. So I didn't know what we would do if we were to come here, if we could just like lounge together in my living room. I didn't know what would be best. My younger brother, also he's 23, my younger brother, Jonathan, he's 13 years old, and he's actually my height and 180 pounds. Like, he's a giant baby. Like, I'm pretty sure he could bench like 150. He's a baby because his body's too big for him to control. He's still very awkward. Like, I'm pretty sure he can bench 150, but it had to be explained to him that PMS was not a phenomenon that occurred in the breast. So I don't know. I don't know what his future holds for him. But that's why he's not here, so didn't want you to have to see that. Lastly, of my siblings, I have this really sweet little sister named Jaylyn. She's 10 years old, right? And she came up to me one time, and she's like, Chase, I have a boyfriend. And I was like, oh, shit. And it was cute. And I knew she was lying because she didn't, like, go through the application process or any of that thing. So, like, I was like, oh, who's your boyfriend? And she was like, he's imaginary. And I was like, oh, my God, well, tell me about him. And she was like, well, actually, we're fighting right now. And I was like, why? And she's like, he doesn't listen to me. And like at first I was really upset and I was like, oh, but then I got really pissed at my little sister because I thought she was just looking for attention because he's imaginary. He can be anything she wanted him to be, and she made him a bad listener. He could have had wings, played in the NBA, and she made a bad listener. So I got upset, and I was like, Jenny Lynn, quit looking for attention. That's childish. And she said, Chase, you're just an idiot. You're 20 years old, and you're talking down to a 10-year-old. And I said, Jenny Lynn, you don't know what it's like. I'm in college. I'm not an idiot. She said, well, you're just a big fat homo. And I said, Jenny Lynn, that's a derogatory statement. And she said, I'm 10. I don't know what that means. So then I did that thing that you do when you really want to murder a child, and I tickled her, and she peed. Ha! In other news, for those of you that have seen me before, I work at Subway in Wellston. It's a terrible little place. Don't go there if you like have a conscience. What's weird about mine is we only get staff to work one at a time. And the reason I bring this up is because 2 days ago at the Subway where I work, I was not there. You know, thank God for schoolwork. It was robbed at gunpoint. Someone robbed a Subway at gunpoint, and I went through the motions in my head what this must be like, because I imagine they started at the order section, and then they like went through the entire process of picking out a sandwich, and then just got to the end. They were like, "Well, do you want to make it a combo?" And like, "Fuck no." Give me the money. But this is what makes it exceptionally strange, is that he gets a sandwich, he robs the place, which is like $150 in the drawer, and then he got caught because he walked down the street and bought cigarettes. Like, if you're gonna steal, you should follow through, is all I'm saying. I was gonna... Oh, I worked at, this is just a side bit. I'm going to talk to Corey's family. Corey Spanner and sisters, can you come up? Yeah. Get up.
My sisters do.
Dude, walk. I've got time. Come on. Okay. And I want your sisters to be a part of this. This is my friend Corey.
What's up? I'm friend Corey.
We met in a film.
Met in a film.
And we had an experience, because college is about experimenting. Yes. So Corey's sisters, I just want to know in general, like what your favorite thing about Corey is, and I'll tell you mine. And then tell me something really embarrassing, because like I need ammo.
He's funny.
Well, that, I mean, debatable, but. And you? Older?
I mean, he's nice.
He is nice.
I mean, she's not nice.
Yeah, I know that because he let me be Little Spoon, and yeah. But yeah, I just brought him up here because I was nervous. That's my time. I'm gonna get down. Thank you so much.